Last time in the Gravitas legacy, Verity and Valentine aged up. Mae, meanwhile, tried to take care of herself and everyone else, and decided that she was ready to move on. While Mae was off at work, Valentine ordered a pizza for himself and Verity. Cassandra Goth was on her way over to help with the school project and would be joining them as well, hopefully to provide a romance for Val, since he's wanted to flirt with someone for some years, and it's really time to get on that. While all of them got their pizzas, Val kept getting tense due to how little fun he was getting and how much he disliked Cassandra, who was a very gloomy sim and not at all his speed. So much for flirts. They decided to work on the project regardless, while Val's "I'm tense, send help" alerts kept going off in the background. Once Mae came home, it became clear that she was crushingly lonely, a fact that surprised absolutely no one in an outgoing sim like her. She cooked in the kitchen alone, feeling tense herself and mad about her windows not being her preferred building style. Really, Mae. In the midst of all of the broken electronics that Siobhan would have been able to fix, Mae did a dance workout to try to get her weight down. Her New Year's resolution was coming along nicely. When they woke up the next morning, having to share a bathroom once again foiled the children, who were both smelly and needed to pee, as well as being terribly bored. Fortunately, it was Saturday, so there would be plenty of time to get that fun meter up. Mae also took the opportunity to have a chat with Verity, boasting to her daughter about how fantastic she was over a lunch salad. Verity had her first scout meeting that day, and Mae was quite proud of her. "You might even do a super great job and get that bonus trait scouts get for being incredible," Mae enthused. "Good luck with that, Mae. It isn't even looking like she's going to get her physically gifted trait after all, so it seems unlikely that that will happen." Mae has been single for so long that she was trying to fool herself by developing a single and lovin' it lifestyle. Sorry, Mae, but I'm not going to let you lie to yourself that way. You've been depressed all episode because you're lonely. Clearly, you're not loving it. Since he hadn't much liked Cassandra, I decided to form a club of teens for Valentine, representing the drama club he attends after school every day. I mostly stuck to Max's playables, but I couldn't resist adding super attractive townie Ian Barrow. The drama club decided to hit the flea market in the city so that Val could get some unique items for his room and they could bond. Val got a negative vibe from Sophia Bergson, who had been a friend of Siobhan's, which isn't weird at all, but overall his pickings are slim if he wants to get a flirt in. Val found a really cool desk lamp that he wanted to buy, but then the group headed inside to take shelter from the rain in the local tattoo shop. Val managed to get over himself enough to be inspired rather than tense, and proceeded to flirt from behind the office desk, since the first thing you do in a business is sit at the owner's desk. He and Sophia decided to lay on the sidewalk and watch the clouds, which led to him asking her back to his house for a bit. At least he's progressing. Sophia had some dramatics in front of the pretty scenery before they headed inside for some chatting. Mae, meanwhile, had decided to invite some friends over to support her transition back into her favored pink clothing. She then resumed being tense about how much she hated her windows, until I was able to make her playful and send her out the door. She headed to the Bargain Bend Arcade and Bar in Willow Creek for a reading of one of her books. It was more of a university and high school hangout than one for a 40-something woman, but she made it work. She met Portia Jameson there, and they got along very quickly and very well. Using her high charisma skill, Mae did cheerful introductions with several Sims, which was enough to make them all friends. She recommended some hangouts, and it was after some flattering and complimenting of Alice Spencer Kim that Mae completed her Friend of the World aspiration. The only thing that she has left for her generation is she needs to max out the parenting skill and max out the writing skill. Valentine won a prize at school for his school project that he completed with Cassandra, and in her attempt to find her next girlfriend, Mae introduced herself to Babs Lamore, the mail lady, and was promoted to expert Epicurean. Although Mae and Babs became friends, nothing more occurred. However, Mae invited her BFF Candy over to see if there was something there. Given how disastrously it had gone last time, I wasn't about to push it, so autonomy was going to have to kick in, which, blissfully, it did. The two began flirting away in front of an exercising Valentine who was just about to head to drama club, probably wanting to avoid the drama in his own house. Drama club is nothing but a bad influence on teens, by the way. They didn't have enough money for a set, so Val stole the materials. His group deserved a nice set. Art is the most important thing in the world to Val after all, so what's a little light theft? The entire family got along with Candy, who has been a friend for years. Liking Candy got Verity a promotion to Griffin Scout, so it pays to be kind. However, perhaps it was his mother dating that caused Val to keep acting out. He was older than Verity when Siobhan died, after all. Val decided to take an easy assignment rather than a tough one. His music and art were more important than silly grades. Mae settled at her desk to write, but was interrupted when Candy asked her out on a date. Clearly, things are moving in a romantic direction for them, and Mae has a potential girlfriend at long last. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. I have finally managed to get my website up where I have my regular gameplay rules, my 100 Baby Rags to Legacy challenge rules, and will hopefully have a complete mods list sooner or later. The link is in the description box below. It is just witchlingsimmer.com. Depending on how much time I have available, I may skip my Tuesday video next week to try to get the first episode of my Strangerville rotational Let's Play out, since the first episode is a bit more time intensive than the others, but hopefully I'll have enough time to do them both. Thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome day. Bye!